the Urban Binge Radio podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, The Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show powered by The Urban Binge.
the Urban Binge Radio podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.
Haters like, am I going to hell for the things that I could wear? I ain't gonna hide my blessings when I know we've made a way. I'ma sweat it out. Gotta keep my head high. Hollywood die. I thank God for what I got. Let's go. Gotta thank them for what I got.
Projections and letdowns. Now it's hard to make it through the crowd. 'Cause I'm established. They know I'm established. They know I'm established.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You know why I'm not mad at Jay? Because Jay fucks me. Jay fucks me so good. No? Yeah, you would have just everywhere. I mean, what? You would have just what? I'm just joking. Damn. God damn. Can't even fucking joke. Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm your boy Rico Bellucci, and this is my thoughts. Rico Live thoughts. Yeah. These are my thoughts. I don't know if anybody really cares that much. I have a wider lens this time. Everything is a bit wider now. So yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in, for always tuning in, for never wavering your support. You're always being supportive, always sticking by me. And I appreciate that, everybody. Hold on. I want to sit in the center. All right. Okay. I think this is a lot better, guys. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things. Today I'm a little bit, oh my god, this is not a good day. Oh my god, I got in between some shit that I really didn't want to be in the middle of. And I just feel like, oh my god. And it's with 2 people that I really love, two well-known figures in the gospel community and the YouTube, and they are really good friends of mine, and I unintentionally upset one while trying I don't know what the hell I did, but it was not my intention. It was a total misunderstanding, and me being so excited, I kind of probably went over boundaries unintentionally, completely unintentional. And if I told you guys what really happened, you guys would probably be like, wow, really? But yeah, it was just like, wow. Anyway, I just came on here so I could talk about a few things. There are a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, and I haven't been on here in a while, and the reason why is because I I be so busy. And then my daughter, she's autistic. She has not been in school since school started. So she just started like 2 weeks ago. And with her starting school 2 weeks ago, my schedule here on YouTube has truly slowed down. It's no longer how it used to be. So it's unfortunate that I can't get on here like I desire. I have to just get on here when I can. I'm kind of lit right now. I'm so glad marijuana is legal in New York City. I can discuss marijuana. I can promote it. I can smoke it whenever I want to. And I can go buy it from the store whenever I want to. And I love that. But before it was legal, I already had a medical marijuana license for my own disabilities and for my own issues. I already had a medical marijuana license. So I was already able to smoke marijuana legally. Oh, I hate how stained my teeth are. I smoked cigarettes for like 4 years of my life, and smoking those cigarettes really stained my teeth. And now it's like, I want to get something done about it. Like, I want to get something done about it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I came on here about a few things. One of the things I wanted to talk about, I got like 5 topics. One of the things I wanted to talk about was TikTok. So TikTok is under scrutiny, and I'm not even on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. Now, one time TikTok was charged to my Cash App, and I'm like, who the hell charged my TikTok? Who the hell charged my Cash App TikTok or something like that? Like, I don't even have TikTok. How the hell is how the hell is TikTok charging my Cash App? And so come to find out, it was just a scammer or something like that. So they gave me back all my money. It was like $500 they took in increments. I don't know what happened if I scammed my card in a skimmer or something like that, but they gave it all back. And that's just my experience with TikTok. I don't really have an experience with TikTok besides the fact that somebody named TikTok corporations took money out of my Cash App account, and TikTok and Cash App had to work together to give me back my shit, or I was finna, honey, it was gonna be the Taliban, like Medea said. For real, it was gonna be a big ass mess.
You hear me? You hear me? Puerto Rico, do you hear me? This is America, and I'm the president, George Bush. I got more weapons in here than the U.S. dropped on the Taliban. You don't want to mess with me, you understand? I am George Bush. Come here, boy. Why you walking away from me? Come here.
So anyway, I was just so interested because TikTok and Google soon to be under investigation by Congress, but TikTok was a no-show. The owners and the people over TikTok, they were no-show when they were subpoenaed to talk about their app and discuss the metrics and the ins and outs and everything of TikTok. They actually was a no-show, and I think people should go watch the ABC 60 Minutes, ABC or CBS 60 Minutes on TikTok that just premiered a couple days ago, not too long ago, or a couple weeks ago or something like that. Or maybe it's a rerun and they're showing it again, but I know I'm just now seeing it yesterday, and it's about TikTok. It's about Google and how Google is a monopoly and TikTok is a Chinese company trying to collect data and information on every single American that they can. And it's so crazy, and it was so deep. And 60 Minutes is not putting any false information out here. This is all alleged information that is already being alleged or factual facts. So 60 Minutes is always going to put out the real deal. And I just encourage everybody, especially those of you that are considering TikTok or that are already on TikTok, go check out the 60 Minutes interview or the 60 Minutes special that they did on Google and TikTok. I found it very intriguing, very interesting, and I'm just a history investigative documentary type of person. I love knowledge, and being let know new things and learning new things. Like, knowledge is, I don't like to say learning, I like to say knowledge, because learning can kind of be boring. To be giving knowledge, to me, it just sounds more interesting. Like, I want to follow behind a person if somebody say they were endowed with knowledge or they were given knowledge on a situation. I'm more so interested in that story or that situation than I am in a person saying, oh, they taught me so much, or I learned so much from them. You know, I'm just saying some shit. Anyway, what trips me out is that Vine was shut down, and it's just like TikTok. I didn't think about that. And Vine was founded by 3 Americans, if I'm not mistaken, and they were 3 New Yorkers. And Twitter bought them out. One of the co-founders died in 2018. But I think you guys should go and watch 60 Minutes. I don't know why Vine got shut down. Vine would have been like the next TikTok, but for some reason, Vine couldn't stick around. They apparently didn't have the coinages to stick around and do the damn thing like TikTok is doing, Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. There are a lot of apps we've seen come and go, There are a lot more that are going to come and go. People will not be on them as often as they used to be on other apps, stuff like that. And before you know it, we're not going to be doing all these social media apps. They're going to have something new out for us to do. I'm not going to be surprised because they're constantly trying to, do new, innovative things. I just knocked my camera out of the way like a dumbass. Anyway, so I encourage everybody to go watch that. I'm zooted right now. So Chris Rock, another thing that I wanted to talk about is his non-funny ass. To me, Chris Rock has never been funny. Although I sympathize with him getting slapped by Will Smith, and I'm totally on his side. I would totally be down for Tony Rock or Chris Rock fight and they beat Will Smith's ass. That would be great. But I highly doubt that'll happen. So I am on Chris Rock's side when we talk about Chris Rock being slapped. He was a victim. That was fucked up, and I'm glad it wasn't me because I'm gonna fuck up. I would have got my ass whooped. I would have had to try to whoop Will Smith's ass. Okay, Will Muhammad Ali Smith ass. I would have tried to whoop that ass. There's no way possible he would have been able to slap the shit out of me and walk away like that. Okay, but Chris Rock recently, he has a Netflix special coming out either tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, something like that, or it already dropped just today or something. But recently, either he tweeted out or he said in an Instagram video or TikTok video, something, or interview, podcast, I don't know, that he only watched Will Smith's new movie, Emancipation, to see Will Smith get beat. And I highly doubt that because Chris Rock has played in plenty of movies. He is fully aware that these things are not real. He was, I could see him get whipped. Will Smith was not being whipped in real life. I highly doubt Will Smith was allowing them to whip him. If he was, he needs to go to a hospital. He is mentally ill. If he has that much adrenaline, that much anger in him, that he could take directors or actors whipping him with a whip in real life to get a good scene for a movie. Now that he should be going to the hospital for. But I highly doubt that that's for real. And I highly doubt that Chris Rock is telling the truth. He probably didn't watch Emancipation at all. He fully is aware that he just got Emancipation some views because when no one was checking for Will Smith for Emancipation, but they are checking for you, Chris Rock, and you make a statement like this, you cause people to say, well, what the hell is Emancipation? Nobody really gave a fuck that he did Emancipation, although it's a great movie, great storyline, probably was great directors, producers, and everything. The actor that's in the movie, we want to see him sit out for longer than a year. We want to see him sit out for longer than 2 years. To me, I think that there should be some acknowledgement face-to-face to Chris or some type of ass kissing. Because, man, he damn near knocked the teeth out this man's mouth. He slapped the fuck out of him.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Okay, I love Gordon Ramsay. He'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? What in the fuck is this? I'd be like, yeah, I'd be rolling on the floor when he'd say, what the fuck? But to me, Chris Rock can make those type of jokes. Those type of jokes are 100% acceptable to me. I think that it's totally fine for him to joke about wanting to see Will Smith get whipped when he absolutely knows that Will Smith was not actually whipped. I mean, that's still lighter than Will Smith, big-handed ass, slapping the fuck out of frail ass, skinny ass, old ass Chris Rock. That's still nothing compared. Nothing will compare unless Will Smith sit out for a long enough time or he get his ass whooped. That is what will suffice. Anything else other than that will not suffice, and we won't take it. At least anybody that I know. Maybe some of you watching me will accept anything less than that. I won't accept anything less than that. I don't care about a written apology. I don't care about a video apology. I don't care about a Jada Pinkett apology. I care about you admitting to Chris Rock what you did in his face, a special that some of y'all need to sit face to face and you need to tell this man you is fucking sorry or get your ass whooped. And that's just what I think. Anyway, another topic that I want to talk about, speaking of Chris Rock, speaking of getting slapped and being abusive to people that you supposedly love, because Will Smith and Chris Rock supposed to be very close friends. Huh? You're right. Chris Brown throws a fan phone.
People ain't gonna record it and upload on TikTok. Just embrace that crap, because there's plenty of us that love to be up there. No, look, she's on the phone again. Nah, he's gonna get annoyed. She's actually irritating my life right now, I'm telling you. I'm gonna dash your phone. I'm really gonna dash your phone. Woo! She's annoyed.
Okay. When I tell you, Kanye did the same shit, if y'all remember. When I tell you they gonna have to pay me for my pain, like Funky Dineva be singing, you gonna have to pay me for my pain. Okay?
Pay me for my pain, honey. Pay me for my pain.
Remember
I grow to like it.
Because you know what? You will not throw my phone. And then my shit unlocked. First of all, that lady shit was unlocked, who Kanye threw, I think. But damn sure the one who Chris Brown threw was unlocked. She was literally recording herself being danced on, getting a lap dance by the one and only sexy ass Chris Brown. So I don't understand why he would grab her shit and throw it like she was doing something wrong. She actually wanted a picture with Chris Brown. What was the issue behind her wanting to record herself? I guess Chris Brown wanted her to be into him, be astounded at that, and have somebody out there send you the video if they were recording. Right? It's too many people recording. Somebody would have sent her the video. She just needed to ask somebody. It's too many people recording. Somebody would have recorded it. Even if she would have had to ask Chris Brown to make an announcement, or somebody to make an announcement, which he's so stuck up and bitchy he probably wouldn't have. But I definitely feel bad for her because her phone was tossed far out there. I mean, literally. So if anybody wants to unlock her phone, if anybody wants to transfer money from her Cash App, her Zelle account, from any of her accounts, they possibly have access to everything because the phone is unlocked. So they possibly have access to everything. Hopefully someone does the right thing. Give her back her phone. Hopefully somebody does the right thing. Give her back her phone. So yeah, Chris Brown threw the fans phone, and I feel really bad for her. Hopefully she get her shit back. Hopefully somebody's honest and be like, look, here go your phone, girl. I sent it to her. I held it for you because it hit me upside the head. And we're gonna go sue him together. Not that I'm promoting anybody being sued, but his ass probably deserve it, okay? Anyway, let's move on to one of the next top stories that I wanted to talk about, and that is, drum roll please, Sidora and Ralph Pittman racing one another to the goddamn court, okay? I'm not surprised that these two have broken up. I'm totally not surprised.
You know, not vocalize how I felt in the sake of keeping peace. And I stopped saying how I felt because I was afraid of that wrath, you know? I had to let go of those expectations.
Okay.
What was that?
See, you look like you're about to cry.
That wasn't even real. It's like you're fine just sleeping in Makai's room.
I am. The whole reason for me doing the dinner in the first place is to make sure that you felt like a queen. And I felt like you spit in my face.
You didn't tell me you went to the Lions and you had 2 Long Islands just by yourself? 2 Long Islands?
I went out with my boy. What are you talking about?
That rap is so serious.
I apologize if I ever made you feel like you need to suppress your voice.
And even now, I'm like feeling myself walking on eggshells because I'm like, I don't want to ruin the night, please.
Sometimes I probably just do too much. You know, and I probably should not do this.
He puts me on tumble dry.
But really, Drew should never been going through my cell phone to begin with.
Doing stuff for you is not the move. I regret doing this.
Making lobster.
Really, truly,
like,
that
I'm
night
talking about
she deserved the Lunchable.
Sidora and Ralph Pittman. I'm not surprised at this divorce. I saw it coming, and sometimes I feel for Ralph. Sometimes I really feel for him because he's an Aquarius, and as you know, I know I say it all the time, I know I'm an Aquarius, And it just makes me really understand him sometimes. Sometimes I can really truly understand where he's coming from and you know, why he feels the way he feels. Although a lot of people may not. Kenya Moore knows she does too. She just want to hate on the damn boy. Hate on anybody who got a better relationship than she do, because she ain't got one at all. So of course she want to hate. But saw this happening. I'm totally surprised at the things that she's alleging. She's alleging abuse. She's alleging cheating. I'm not surprised by that. But she's alleging that he was taking her money. And so I don't know if she's being exaggerant or if she's being serious. The news first broke that Ralph, you guys probably already know that Ralph went and divorced her. And then the news was cleared up because Drew called him like, hold up. Bitch, get it right, okay? I divorced his ass first, not he divorced me first. I divorced him. Go look at the papers. Go pull him up. I divorced him an hour before he went to go divorce me with his petty ass or whatever. I guess he had to write up his own divorce stipulations as well. I don't know how that goes. So he went and filed with his own words of why he was filing, because he knew she was probably filing in her own words. So they had a mutual filing of a divorce. Although I think Gary with the T or Al Reynolds, I believe, said that this seems like a storyline. To me, it's not giving a storyline. It's not giving a storyline. At first, I was thinking it was giving a storyline, but when I hear that they both went down there to file, then no, it's not giving me a storyline. Although I know you can cancel a divorce, but who pays that much money to file for a divorce, or pays money period to file for a divorce and act as if you're really actually going to divorce and allege these type of things in these papers? Now, I don't know what Ralph alleged because I have not heard yet, or I've not read any of his paperwork, but Drew is saying cheating, Drew is saying abuse, and Drew is saying he was taking my money all these years we've been together. I don't know if Drew just is being exaggerant or if she is being serious, because she sure wasn't saying it the whole time she was with him. She did say a few things like that, you know, he is this, he's that, he's you know, he can be controlling and all these things, secretive and cheating. She did name a lot of things, but I don't know if this show is a curse or if the show brings the divorce out of you, because everybody comes on Housewives. Most people, they divorce, they break up, they have relationship or marital issues. So is it that they came on the show with issues and the show exacerbated it, or is it that the show cleaned house, you know, like really showed them what it was about and what they're about by them looking at themselves? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but something happens in the process of being on the show, being married, and then all of a sudden these people get divorced. It's got to be something to that. And Andy is all into this. I'm pretty sure with her divorce, this just caused her to be more accepted. You know, I'm pretty sure Andy is like, oh, you getting a divorce? Okay, yeah, you renewed for another season. Come on, baby. Renewed. So I'm not surprised, you know, because this is the formula. You know, Sanya and Drew are following the formula. The formula is get pregnant. We love pregnancy. Or the formula is be divorced, have marital issues, and that is going to bring the ratings. So they know what they're doing. But I'm not surprised at all that these two are having marital issues. It was probably bound to happen this way, that these two would have issues. It's just bound to happen. It's just bound to happen. Excuse my Sealy twist that I have going on here. These are my Sealy twists. I love to just put these in my head so my hair can stay intact, and then it doesn't get matted and frizzy and all that stuff. So when I take these down, my hair will look just right. Anyway, yeah, so Drew, Sidora, and you know, they're divorcing. I thought they were filming, like I said, but they're not. From my understanding, filming didn't stop, so they're not filming for the show. So this is not for that. But I guarantee you, Drew's mom was probably happy as hell that they're divorcing. She's probably like, oh yeah, good. This is really good for me. But I get him. I get it. I don't condone Ralph's BS, but I do understand where he's coming from, and we will watch this thing play out with Drew and Ralph. Hopefully it don't get too ugly. Okay, hopefully it don't get too ugly, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna get bad. Okay, it's gonna get bad, real bad. I'm pretty sure about that. Anyway, let me move on.
Okay. I didn't say anything about, hey, I'm never going to speak to her and she no longer exists. You say it. I want you to say it to me. If you want me to not ever talk to her again, you say it out of your mouth.
I will never do that. I want you to respect the relationship in order for you to make the decision, because then
Another thing I want to talk about, speaking of Real Housewives and Real Housewives of Atlanta and all of that, Porsha them show, Girl Strip, is coming out, and I'm gonna be sure to watch that. I don't know if we're gonna review that, but their show is coming out. And the main thing that's coming out is SWV and Xscape. Last year we did not review Xscape show, or a couple years ago we did not review Xscape show, but we will be reviewing this SWV and Xscape show every Sunday live. Okay, you guys better call in. I'm gonna give you guys the link so you can call in and give your opinion right with me and Jay. We're gonna click you in so that you can say what you gotta say, mean what you say when you say it, and say it with your chest. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go live, actual live. Like we're gonna be live. Like y'all gonna be able to call in. So starting Sunday, we will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. We will see y'all tomorrow. Right after the show go out, we're going to be going live for the after show. Let us talk about what happened, what's going on. It's probably going to be a lackluster episode because it's the first episode. But don't worry about it. We're going to be on, they're going to be done blew up later on in the season. But the first episode probably going to be a little lackluster. Hopefully we don't say nothing that causes us to be beat up or bothered with when we go out here in these New York streets. But I'm an Aquarius and I'm always speak my mind. And I have a problem with that. Everything is not meant to be said, and I've been said the wrong shit and get Coco mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I love Coco, So please, guys, make sure you guys tune in on Sunday. SWV Xscape after show right here on Rico Live, Rebel TV, www.youtube.com/Rebel TV, www.youtube.com/Rebel TV, and make sure you check us out. We're gonna be going live. Make sure you hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell, y'all, so you can be notified when we do go live tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. If you don't hit the bell and you don't hit the subscribe button, then you won't be notified when we go live. You will be notified if you hit that subscribe button and then you hit the bell for all. Hit all, not personalized, but hit all. Anyway, I can't wait for tomorrow. For tomorrow, we're going to be doing the SWV and Xscape show live. So see you guys tomorrow with Jay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, though, before we get out of here is I listen to a lot of Larry Reid, and especially his special guests. I listen to Larry Reid for a lot of laughter, and he's like a big brother, like a mentor to me. But Larry Reid has some very knowledgeable, knowledge-dropping, fruit-giving people on his show, such as Prophet Manessa, Prophet Jordan, Carlton Pearson, and my personal favorite, who has not been on Larry Reid, is Wendy Bynum. But the three that I named have been on Larry Reid, and even other prophetic people who've been on Larry Reid who speak in a diabolical way, in a way that is just so in a just blow your mind type of way. And so with Carlton Pearson and Prophet Manessa and all these people and so many preachers talking about your African roots, it kind of drew me to join Ancestry. Now I've been on Ancestry since I was in middle school, high school. I always played with Ancestry. Had my account for years. I done had my account for many years. But I never gotten as far as I've gotten in this month since paying for a premium subscription. I've gotten so far. It's so crazy. I found out I'm Cherokee Indian by my my second or third great-grandfather. So my granddaddy's granddaddy, or my granddaddy, great-granddaddy. So one of them. And then you got one of my great-great-grandmas on my granddaddy's side. Her husband, which was my granddaddy's, one of his great-granddaddies. It's just, the tree is crazy. It's just so confusing. Oh my God, it's so confusing, y'all. Especially when these slaves or these Native Americans were naming each other after their aunts or after their grandmother or after their brother who was dead or who got shipped away on a ship, or you know what I'm saying? So you end up getting confused, like, wait, this Letha May was born here, and this Letha May or this Annabelle was born here, and this Annabelle was born here. But what ends up, and with a different last name, but what ends up happening is Letha May named her mother was Annabelle. Letha May named her daughter Annabelle. And so you end up running into two Annabelles with the same last name, but then eventually in the census or in the documents, you see a last name change and you're confused about whether or not that's the person, blah, blah, blah. It's really confusing. That's why they continuously put a button at the top that says, hire an expert. Hire meaning pay for an expert. That's what hire means. Pay for an expert. I'll be damned.
Now, Bertha, so what are you seeing?
What do you want to do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, you could make a few cakes. I'll be damned.
I'm not paying for no expert. I went and looked up this stuff on my own. I've gotten pretty damn far. Now, my white side, my grandmama, my daddy side, their tree grew like a sprout. I added Jay in as my wife. And Jay is half black, half white. His white side grew like, I'm talking about crazy. So both of our white sides are documented thoroughly both our white sides documented thoroughly, but our black side is so sketchy. It's so here, there. It's like it's like they made it hard for you to look it up, and now they're trying to fix it, but it's still just so jumbled. Some documents are missing. They don't know why they're missing. Some artifacts are missing, and we know why they missing. We know why the fuck they missing, but they say in Wikipedia that they don't know why they missing, or they got lost in the war. They got lost in this. They got lost. No, they were tarnished. They were destroyed because they didn't want us to know our history. We not dumb. Well, Jay said hers is non-existent on her black side, and that's because Jay mother was adopted, so Jay is unable to trace her actual mother's, her biological mother's mothers and parents, because Jay's mother was dropped off at the hospital and abandoned, and a nurse or person that worked in this inside of the hospital is Jay's grandmother. That's who Jay knows as her grandmother, a person who took care of her mom. So that is the good part about it. You guys can go on Ancestry and you can really trace yourself back. I traced myself back to Native American and Africa. So I had some, and London, England. I have a great grandmother who, on my black side, who married a Native American, but she was from London, England, and she was actually a convict in London, England in the 1800s. She went to jail, one of my grandmothers, in a mental institution in London. Left there, got on a vessel, it said, some vessel, and in the cage, got on some vessel and made it over to South Carolina, and then from South Carolina found herself in Alabama, and from Alabama found herself in Oklahoma, and from Oklahoma found herself in Detroit, Michigan, and from Detroit, Michigan found herself back down to Tennessee, and then Alabama. So back to Alabama. So that's a lot of zoop. Okay, that's a whole lot. Anyway, pay for the Ancestry, pay for the DNA test. You guys, if you're interested in that type of stuff, you probably will love what you will find there. So pay for the Ancestry. I'm telling you, it's crazy the things that you find out about your heritage, about your background. And my family was Creek Indians and Cherokee Indians. And I started learning so much about those two and how they warred against each other. And the Cherokee Indians were looked at by the Native Americans as traitors of the Native American race, because they got into a treaty or deal with the white men that were coming to impede on their land. They got into a deal and said, listen, here, let us keep our land and we'll help y'all fight the rest of these motherfuckers. And so the other Native Americans felt like, hold up, y'all trained on us, then we finna fight y'all. So the Cherokee Indians were like a outcast group that were radical, that were like, we are Native Americans who will fight and bite and shoot and kill and stone you. And you know what I'm saying? They were really, feisty, the Cherokee Indians and the Creek Indians and the other ones, honey, Choctaw and all those. But my family is a part of the Cherokee Indian mostly, and I have some family members that intertwined with the Creek Indians from what it looked like when I'm going back on these documents back in the early 1800s, late 1700s. It's amazing to see these signatures. I'm not sure, I'm like, were the Native Americans signing this themselves? Because the African people that are in my family were putting no, don't know how to write, yes, know how to write, or no, don't understand English, or parents not born in this country, or in USA or township. And it's just, these words are just like, ooh. So I encourage everybody, go get the DNA and go get the Ancestry, please. And another thing that I wanted to tell everybody, I was thinking the other day that so many people be depending on people, and you get into this, a person with me, and maybe you, I don't know if it's you, but I'll get into this mode where I will depend on somebody too much, especially if they're showing me that they're able to be there for me. And God always seemed to put people in my life who are willing to, lately in my past life, who's willing to do things for me, since being in abusive relationships in the past. It always seems like God is putting people in my life who are able to execute things for me and do things for me that are right or that are God driven or godly. And so sometimes I probably get too dependent on these things or these people or these actions or something, and totally miss what you're capable of doing on your own when you actually stop for a moment and just do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? There are things that I depend on my wife for, and my wife is constantly doing things for me, even when I'm not asking, like just randomly wiping down my shoes or something, or cleaning off my clothes, or just randomly doing something that I didn't ask that is helpful to me. And sometimes you have to just take a moment and pause and just say, you know what can I do for myself? What am I able to do for myself? Do I constantly need somebody here for me? Do I constantly need somebody helping me with this? And you end up trying it on your own. You will surprise yourself. You will shock the hell out of yourself after you realize what you're able to do without requesting or asking for somebody's help. Although the help has always been there, although the person has always been there, and it's a habit for you, I encourage anybody out there, just try it on your own. Try it on your own and really put all of your effort into it and see what the outcome is going to be. I tried it and I was shocked. Look at this. On my own. Didn't ask. Okay, see, I'm lying. Jay did this for me. But I was sitting there thinking like, you know what? I really don't need Jay to do this. I can part my hair and twist my little silly twist on my head myself. I can put my own silly twist on my head. I don't need Jay to do it for me because I know Jay be doing a lot of other shit and I be doing a lot of other shit. So I was like, don't put more on Jay's plate. Although Jay don't mind, I still don't want to put more on. I want to do shit myself. I want to do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one to be dependent on people. I just don't like that. So I'm just encouraging anybody out there that wants to try it on your own. Try it on your own and see where it gets you. You might shock the hell out of your own self. Okay, people of God out there, like King James would say, daughter of God.
It's gonna come. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Look what you said.
Woo, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Anyway, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell and make sure you hit that thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. A lot of y'all be watching and not hitting the thumbs up. If you hit the bell, then you'll be notified on Sunday when we go live and every Sunday when we go live. Regarding SWV and Xscape, we're going to be going live for the after show. You guys will be able to call in, talk to us, tell us your thoughts, tell us what you feel about the episode or last week's episode. We're going to try to keep it on that episode. We don't have that long to be talking. So hopefully I see you guys every Sunday of the coming weeks because we have SWV and Xscape show coming out. And like I said, we're going to be going live and we're going to be letting you guys call in right here on StreamYard so you guys can talk and discuss how you feel about the episode and how you feel about what we got to say. All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you listen on the podcast everywhere podcasts can be heard. The Urban Binge Radio Podcast. Make sure you check out my Sunday Flow Show every Sunday. The Sunday Flow Show. We have about 3 or 4 more episodes. I think like four more episodes to go. Make sure you check it out Sundays on the podcast and on YouTube. It may not be posted on YouTube on Sundays, but it will be posted on the podcast every Sunday on the podcast every Sunday. The Urban Binge Radio everywhere podcasts can be heard. The Urban Binge Radio everywhere podcasts can be heard. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Check out my Sunday Flow. Don't forget. Thank you. I'm out.
He better come eat.
Really?
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast,
where we discuss viral topics, hot jams, new artists, fun, and informative interviews and conversations. This is your news stop for the hottest trend in urban culture news. 2 shows, 1 podcast, The Urban Binge Show and Sunday Flow Show powered by The Urban Binge.
The Urban Binge Radio Podcast. Listen anywhere podcast can be heard.
Haters like, am I going to hell for the things that I could wear? I ain't gonna hide my blessings when I know He's made a way. I'ma sweat it out. Gotta keep my hands high. Hollywood shine. Thank God for what I got. Let's go. Gotta thank them for what I got.
thought that it was over, but it was just a blessing in disguise.